Hey guys, welcome to Ready Up episode 24. There we go.
All right.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys.
My name is Joshua Davis, and I'm the competitive events manager at ArenaNet, and I'm joined by Mr. Hugh Norfolk.
Yep, competitive designer on the competitive team.
Oh yeah?
I hope so. If not,
What's your costume?
Ooh, yeah. That
Would you? Let me take a guess.
All right, please.
You look like a guy who came to work without a costume, and then grabbed stuff off of people's desks.
It was my desk. To be fair.
The sunglasses?
They're mine.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
So, I mean, embarrassing.
Listen.
Straight up embarrassing.
Okay, explain to me where you got your costume.
What?
Was that Walmart this morning?
Yeah, well, I remember before I came to work at least. So
That's true. That's true. All right. Let's get on topics here.
Hey, I'm the host. Right?
That's true.
Simmer down. Anyway, so let's get on to the topics, Hugh. And we're going to talk about a couple different things today. First off, we're going to be talking about the World Tournament Series Invitational qualifiers that took place last weekend. So starting off, we want to give a big congratulations to the Civilized Gentlemen who took the final rounds 3-1 against Made in Meta. And we're actually going to jump into a short clip here that we've got probably one of the most hype games I've seen in Guild Wars 2.
Some close matches.
And I'll explain it to you as we're watching it.
Please.
As they're watching, I'll explain all the plays to you.
Thank you. Yeah,
but it's
behind
about
the scenes.
But it's about 3 minutes long. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty hype. I was standing up at my desk. I saw the shoutcasters were screaming, and Jebra was speechless. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're going to play it for you guys right now, and we'll see you back in a couple of minutes.
People, Red 11's been pushed away as well. Azani's trying to get that focus onto Helsef on the opposite side of the top at the keep here. 70-ish points difference at the moment. Looking good for Made in Meta. Lean to try and get Sam off the node so TCG can actually cap this point. Successfully doing it there, and then look at that placement of that Sanctuary there, just pinning him into the side corner there, just getting the extra caps, 2 more caps, and this node is TCG's, and that will push Made in Meta back into the rest of the map, having to probably go for a mine node cap. Potential for a bit of an actual decap there, possibly, but no one's really seen that yet.
To attest there too that obviously we did have the Spirit of Nature being brought out by Tamer just a few months ago, but it instantly got destroyed by TCG. That's a very large cooldown that's now going to be virtually wasted, as they only had about, I would say, maybe 5 to 6 active seconds of its regeneration there too. And now we have finally also seen Sam going into the downstate. Sam, again, huge props to him for holding off for that long, but unfortunately at the end of the day, yeah, Tamer as well as the rest of the members of MIM just weren't able to bring enough of the DPS to knock out TCG, and it was a bit inevitable there that we were going to see him get knocked out. So with TCG, I believe at least taking control of this middle point. Granted, we still have Shaku. Shaku is still holding the decap, but he shall no longer be doing that, as now finally TCG gets the full cap here mid. They've been working very hard for that, so again, it was someone expected to finally see them pull that off. And they have a 2 cap here now too, so this is the bit of a turning point for Made in Meta. They still have the lead by about 60 points, but they've got to react quickly here, otherwise they're going to lose that lead within the next, I believe, 30 seconds to a minute. They've already given TCG enough time to reposition themselves and get ready to get ready and kind of to spread themselves out to whatever point that MIM is going to push into, but for some reason here, MIM is just being so delayed with their push. They went for a regroup here, going for Chieftain Unaheim. Now, we do have Sizer in the area. Will he be able to snipe it? Is he going to try to go for it? And he goes in, does not get that off, though, unfortunately. And now we do have a bit misplaced, I would have to say, red team members currently on the blue side of the map, and they're going to pay the price for that heavily, as Sizer has been gimped out there by Red 11.
Yeah, that's...
Bit of a greedy play,
I mean, there's so many people, they're just trying to make up the points that they're losing at the moment by going for those boss kills, which is again what they're starting. It looks like Azani might go for. Oh no,
he's wrapping around to home. He's going to try to sneak behind Denchi here. I don't think Denchi knows that he's coming up around the back, but thankfully Denchi is not thankfully Denchi's not tunnel visioning, basically, and he is going to be able to catch this one off. So he's going to be able to stand on that node, make sure it doesn't get decapped, but there's still a lot of pressure on the way. Sizer's got to watch out for Red 11 here once again now too. That was the issue last time, is he wasn't ready for Red 11. I think he's good to go this time though, and Azani as well is taking big DPS from Sizer and Denchi now. He might get bursted down. Helseth also in this fight, gonna shatter combo down Azani. Quick reaction from Sam and Azani, or not Azani, apologies. Quick reaction from Sam to get Azani back up in the fight, and that's indeed gonna be successful, but now we're gonna get thrown into a very large fight here at a much smaller point over at the mine, where teams are gonna skirmish, and blue team is gonna try to turn this game back around in their favor. They've still got that lead. Keep that in mind. They've still got that lead, so if they can decap this point quickly enough, they'll be able to hold on to it. But if they don't get it within the next, I'd say, minute here, then more than likely, not even more likely, TCG will take the lead and start to come ahead.
Yeah, there needs to be. This is so close at the moment, man. This is good. I mean, Helsef's just gone down there over towards the mine node. He's potentially going to get res. Oh, some cleave coming out onto him. Tiny res from Sizer picks him up as well. Made him better, pushing out from the mines to try and delay them from getting into the point, while they try and take out also Tage and Denshi. With the amount of tanking that's going down on this node at the moment, it's going to take a lot for them to decap it.
Red Levin over there too, still trying to hunt down Sizer as he tries to take him down. He is in a bit of an awkward position though. That's where Sizer gets his gains. Red Levin is about to get knocked out, but thankfully because he's in stealth and because he's Black Powder and can actively reapply that stealth, he's going to be able to buy enough time to get his heal off. And look at this, coming up around the back. No calls from Sizer that Red Levin was still at the point. They're going to get that decap now. This is going to force Tage and some other guys from TCG now to fall back and keep skirmishing to what was previously, until a few seconds ago, a completely secure team fight. Huge mistake there by Sizer not calling out Red Levin's position. That just costed them the cap and just costed them getting their lead back here now too.
Really, look at that point score drop, like 7-point difference at the moment. This is what is separating these teams at the moment. 7 whole points, and you know, kills are getting this stuff. Feels like they're really going to come into play now. We've just seen Ozani going down close to that team fight, just a off skirmish, porting to the side into that rock, hoping that he's going to get a res. I'm not sure it's going to happen. Red Levin is stealth to try and pick him up, but he is going to be taken out of the fight by Lord Helsef there. No one really on the... Oh, wow, the burst that came out to Helsef. Oh, the escape through the portal was awesome there. And we were able to see, I believe, Sizer go through to actually get back involved into that fight there. We do see the 1v1 currently happening over on the Henge. Ron looks like he's on the good side of
I want to interject here for a second and say that this fight that's happening here at the Henge, I think, has been a bit underestimated as to how important this fight has been in regards to its relevance to the mine fight. They've kept Shaku out of that mine fight, and Shaku actually has a really good amount of cleansing and support to offer not only himself, but his allies too. Had he have been in that mine fight, it might have been a completely different outcome, but because of that fact, it has taken MIM much longer to make progress on here. Granted, again, TCG, I'm not 100% sure on what they were doing here, but for some reason they ended up leaving that, which caused the death of Tage. But still, had they have been in that, I do think MIM would have had a much stronger presence and might have been able to take control of that node much faster.
Yeah, just with the mid cap now, we're going to see TCG picking up the... Not picking up the win, but just edging closer. But now we can see Ozani moving to the midpoint. There's that kind of 1v1 happens between him and Lord Helsef below the keep. He actually won that. So the decap coming up onto the midpoint on the keep. This is a very tight game at the moment. This is so close. And even Ozani is just making sure that Helsef is actually going to be kept down because obviously we do have mobility coming up from Sizer. Sizer might be able to pick him up.
Sizer can't res with Ozani in the area though, but Ozani's super low. If he can take him down, that's going to be the key he needs, but he's not going to do it. He's going to head up to mid instead and is going to go for it. Oh, where is Ozani? He does no interest in pursuing a 1v1 with Sizer. Granted, in terms of a comp matchup, that's good, but unfortunately, he's just going to give up the cap because of that.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to happen. I mean, that feels like he should just maybe pick it up.
That made sense. I mean, in terms of what would have happened in the 1v1, that makes perfect sense. Like, SD is going to beat Shatter Mesmer 99% of the time in a 1v1. That's just a hard counter. That was smart for him to leave that. It was just a bit unfortunate that he worked so hard for that decap and that kill in the Hellset that he gave up the decap on mid, basically. I wasn't expecting such a kind of quick reaction that would have had such impact against his team. I thought at the very least he would have tried to skirmish for that, but again, he just wanted nothing to do with that 1v1, so playing extremely safe. And yeah, to touch on the overall score here for a second, guys, we are deadlocked. 389 to 389, no one has a lead, and there is only 3 minutes left in this game, which means the ending is going to be very close.
And a boss kill could be really the difference, because if we don't pick up many kills in the next couple of minutes, which, you know, is likely, I mean, the difference could even be a kill. As it is at the moment.
Will be a kill.
It's just going to be a kill, and it's going to be, well, some kind of kill, a boss kill, an actual player kill. But Azani's really getting focused here, and Tamir as well. Oh, he's going to go down on the mine node. Any help? No one's coming in for the rest. He's going to port. Oh, we're going to see Azani potentially go out here. Not too sure. He's going to pick up the res. He's
triple res for MIM. They know the importance of these kills right now. They know that they can't afford to lose anyone in these team fights, and they are working their butts off to make sure that no one dies here. Good play by MIM. What's up?
Size has just gone down into the down state here. Tamir, no one's really close to save him. We're going to see Denshi coming in. Is he going to be able to get knocked back? Oh, he's done the
smoke bomb's not ready. Knockback from Rom, but he's got to go for the active res here.
The kill push is 5 points ahead. We got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game. And what's going to happen? We got 1v1 over on the midpoint as well. If Lord Heslop gets knocked off, that's going to be significant. This game could end in a potential 5-point win because of that death from Sizer.
Heading over to mid to check that out, though. TCG is looking to defend this node. So far, they're all right, but you've got Azani in the area. Red Levin is also here, but he's going to leave. He's going to try to give his team a 3v2 advantage over at the mine point. No other movement from the red team just as of yet, and red team is making a big mistake coming to this point, as blue team is going to absolutely surround Rom and Tage. Tage and Rom, they need to be ready for this burst, because these next few seconds, they are going to hurt like heck. But as we take a look, too, red team is also reacting to this. They're going to try to gank off onto Shaku over here at the far node. Shaku should be able to outlast for a pretty decent amount of time, but he cannot last forever. Someone from the blue team needs to get over here for support, and Red Levin is going to do it. Now, keep in mind, too, there was a bit of an overestimation from Sizer before, and Red Levin was able to get a gank off because of that, so we could see it again here. So Red Levin's going to come in, chooses to engage, however, onto Hellset, and once again, Sizer does not see Red Levin coming here, so there's going to be some big DPS going off. Sizer ends up going into the downstate here once again. Hellset's in the area, but he's falling back. He needs to get out of here, and it looks like, once again, that good play there from Red Levin might have just saved his team the game, but keep in mind, Sizer's not dead yet, and Hellset has snuck back into this point. But mid, that's the thing. They're going to lose mid now because of this play. Hellset has no portal ready to go. He already used it. They're going to try to take down this boss right now, though. Only Shaku is here. Red team going for Chieftain. Shaku, very low chance that he can actively steal. And as well, we have the other. They're going to try to go for a double boss kill here at the moment. We've got Shaku over here. We've got Shaku going to come in and try to steal Chieftain. They're pushing him back into a corner. Shaku, this is his one chance to steal it. Good CC from Hellset. Knocks it back. TCG's at 494. Let's head over to the other boss and see. And no! Blue team steals that boss. And we're going to see in meta, they're gonna take round one, stealing that last boss by just a smidget there. They will steal that last boss. Final score of round one, 494 to 510 in the favor of Made in Meta.
All right, guys, we're back. Sorry for that going a little bit long there. We just wanted you to experience the whole thing. Just
relive that
really
whole
live
match.
it. Yeah, exactly. So again, like I said, got a little beard in my mouth here. Let me get that out of there. Like we said before, so TCG actually took that 3-1 over MIM there in the finals. That was one of the semifinal games. Pretty cool stuff. So we'll look forward to seeing TCG in China in the beginning of December.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And they'll be facing off against my mustache hair here.
How's it taste?
It's pretty awful, actually. I now know what it feels like to be like a 60-year-old guy that's
just eating his beard.
Yeah, like those big, like the beard winner guys,
Yeah.
like the competition guys with those big.
Yeah. Oh yeah, lumberjacks.
Yeah. No. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about the North American qualifier that we had on Sunday, and so any of you guys that were watching will remember that about 2 hours into the tournament, we actually took it offline. So in North America, things weren't exactly as cut and dry as they were in EU. EU, we had this great tournament that ran all on stream, and we were able to resolve that in a normal amount of time.
Yep.
On Sunday, a couple of our players actually experienced some issues. It looks like there might be some malicious behavior going on behind the scenes there.
Yeah.
And a couple of the players in the tournament were actually getting knocked offline intentionally. Oh, Mark says I'm muffled.
Oh,
I guess
no.
we're doing this. I'm all latched in.
Oh no.
I'm all latched in. Hold on.
Are you gonna be? Oh, he's removing the beard.
It's not a real beard.
Oh my God! You came here and told me that was a real beard. You
I'm
had
sorry.
it all day.
Hold on here.
All right. For the sake of the show.
This is Mark's job.
For the sake of the show. All right.
All right, we're back. They're gonna be so surprised when they find out that's not my real beard.
I know. That delay is gonna get them.
Yeah. So, anyways, what was I saying?
Talking about the.
Oh yeah. So we actually had the stream. That was like residual beard hair everywhere. It's awful. And that's how you shave.
That's it. Just whip it right off. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Detachable, ladies. Now you know. There are secrets. All of our secrets.
It's quite handy. So, anyways, tournament happened. The thing happened.
Yeah.
That's right.
There it is.
So we had to take the stream offline on Sunday, and I just wanted to talk about what happened there. Like I said before, it appears that there was some malicious activity going on behind the scenes, specifically targeting some players, taking them offline. So I just want to let you guys know that we took the tournament offline, and we ran it through. It took us about 8 hours.
Yeah.
It was a little rough, and but we finally got the whole thing resolved. So real quick, a big shout out to all the guys that stuck it through. Actually, stayed patient while we had to restart a lot of the games. We had to start from scratch, go over and over. again, big shout out for all their patience. And at the end of the day, we did have the Absurd take the victory over the uncivilized Rough Boys. And I believe it's a 3-0 sweep in the finals. So
That's awesome.
yeah, anyways, so there's a lot of new tournaments coming up. We talk about the ESL Go4GuildWars2 Cups coming up very soon. But in the meantime, if you guys are going to be participating in those tournaments and you think this might become an issue in the future, there's a lot of really great resources that you can find on the internet about prevention or mitigation of directed denial of service attacks, or whatever they're called, denial of service attacks. So if you plan on participating, really go out there and educate yourself on how you can prevent these kind of things. These all happen external to Guild Wars 2. They don't go through our servers. They're directly targeted towards players. And this is kind of a thing that happens in a lot of games out there. So really just go out there, do the research, and find out how you can prevent yourself from encountering the same issue.
A common Google search for these kind of issues is really good. Like Josh said, it happens to all games, especially obviously online games that don't have LANs. So I think the best part is just look for resources. Google search will always help you, and then
Google's
the best.
Yeah, Google's best. So again, congrats to it's going to be TCG for EU and Absurd for NA. And moving on into some other news. So we just recently announced on Wednesday, to be exact, the ESL Go4GuildWars2 Weekly Cups. And Hugh, why are these cups exciting?
Because they actually have real cash money prizes.
Cash money.
Cash money, baby. $500 for NA.
That's
USD.
so gangster.
Yeah, that's the gangsters. The gangster slide. And then for EU, it's euros, 500 euros per week.
Yeah.
Per week.
So this is a pretty exciting thing for us. We've been looking for a way to basically make it an environment where players want to stay together on a week-to-week basis, right? Yeah. Like right now, players will get together and say, hey, let's play in TOG, let's play in TOL. They get together, they play, and they place however they place, and then afterwards there's not a lot in sight.
Yep.
So the reason that I'm really excited, the reason that we're really excited about this is because there's consistent weekly events that you can look forward to and improve on a week-to-week basis to try to do better week to week. Like, it's just absolutely huge for us.
I mean, also cash money prizes.
Yeah, that too. That's great.
A good incentive. A good incentive for a lot of players who want to be able to do this on a really competitive level and show they're really good. I mean, they win these cups, they make the money, and they can hopefully continue to do that on a weekly basis. But then there's the next thing, which is the monthlies.
Yes.
Well, so the monthly tournaments is people who win. It's like an invitation that we're doing every month for the people that do win on the week-to-week basis, get to participate in a $1,500 monthly tournament that ESL will be hosting as well.
It's $1,500.
$1,500, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
$1,500.
Oh yeah, did you say that? Okay.
Yeah.
I heard 1,000.
Sorry,
and I just wanted to
$1,500.
I just wanted to correct you.
Yeah.
Say something wrong and let me know. So yeah, $1,500 for NA and $1,500 for EU. So it's pretty exciting stuff. And that's going to happen at the end of every month, essentially.
Yeah.
So we'll have 4 to 5 weekly cups, and then we'll go into the monthly, and then the top teams that placed during those weeklies will be invited, and they can win buku bucks.
Buku bucks, man. That's
Buku
good.
bucks.
I mean, if you can win a couple of those and win the monthly, that's pretty decent money for playing some Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess the obvious big goal for this is that you get your team out, you play in the weekly cups, you play in the monthly cups, and then hopefully we'll see you in the World Tournament Series that we'll have early next year, and there'll be more information on that.
Big money in WTS as well.
Yeah. There's a couple bucks you can make there.
Yeah.
About $50,000 for every event that we have, so that's pretty exciting stuff.
Plus travel the world.
Yeah, exactly. All those teams are going to go to
China.
For the China event. Going to go China for free. They're going to stay in a nice hotel and eat free food and
hang out with you. I mean,
that's
going to be
like
really the reward.
That's like the real grand prize that everyone gets is to hang out with me for like 5 days.
Oof.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't think it pay me enough. I mean, I really look forward to those guys meeting you.
I literally sit 2 feet away from you and endure you all day long. Endure you.
It's true.
So anyways, there's a couple things that I wanted to mention while we're talking about the ESL Go4 Cups, because they're a little bit different for NA players than you might be used to. All of our EU players are very familiar with the way that ESL runs things. But if you're looking to participate in these weekly cups, you need to own, or your team needs to own, a custom arena. It's because the teams are actually responsible for running their game, and we'll have an admin on hand that can kind of oversee that and everything, but your team needs to own a custom arena to be able to participate. So that's the main thing. That's the first thing there. The second part is that because there's 2 different cups here, you need to have 3/5 of your team needs to be from your region that you're trying to play in. So if you have a team of 5 dudes from NA, you can't play in the EU Cup. Yeah. And if you think about it, this makes a lot of sense, just so like a team like Absurd or TCG can't swap back and forth between each region and just try to make the most money possible.
Yeah.
Like, we really want you to stay in your own region and try to climb up the ladders there instead of just trying to look for the most opportunities to make money.
Yep.
But that shouldn't stop most of you guys. That's only probably a couple guys that were hoping to region hop and make some extra dough. But
Yep.
for most of you, it's not a big deal. But anyways, guys, make sure to jump onto the ESL website. There's a whole announcement blog on theguildwars2.com. Go in there, read through the rules, kind of get familiar with it. It's a bit different than something you might be experienced with through TOL or TOG, even the Misspedia stuff. And for everyone who's from NA, you guys have not done the ESL weeklies, so it's kind of new. So it'll definitely help to check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
So moving on, you're probably asking yourself, well, Grouch and Hugh.
Mostly Grouch.
Mostly Grouch. What do I do about the old weekly cups, like the old ESL weekly cup on Thursday, the 2v2s, the 5v5s that happen on Thursday with Misspedia as well. So none of those are changing. Those are still an opportunity for you and your team to get together and play for gems on a weekly basis.
Yep.
I think the idea is that we would use this as much more of a casual outlet. So if you have one day a week you can play with you and your really awesome superstar team, you're probably going to play on the day that can maximize your gains, right? So you're going to want to play in the Cash Cup.
Yeah.
But for everyone else, though, who's still trying to get their feet wet in PvP and try to kind of try it out for the first time, especially, it's a big difference going from playing in a team arena, jumping into a tournament.
Yeah, an
right?
actual tournament, run tournament, yeah.
So I believe that a lot of these events on Thursdays will actually be hosted offline. So this will be kind of a place for you and your team to jump in, kind of the proving grounds of sorts.
Sure.
Jump in, play for a little bit, get your feet wet, try to climb up the ladder there, and you can kind of, it's less stress.
Test the waters
Yeah.
as well as, if you do well, you get some gems, right? And I think it's a good spot. I think you nailed it. It's a good spot for, teams that want to try out a tournament setting to do it without all the extra strings and stress attached to going against probably some of the best guys out there.
Yeah. I mean, Hugh, you're a competitive fighting game guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm assuming you usually play in like kitty brackets, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I go like the big thing. We go to the weekly tournaments like we do, right?
Sure.
It's like 5 guys, 5,
Yeah.
10 guys, just a local scene. And then when you go to the big tournaments, like the big monthly tournaments, or like when people fly from Japan and
Right.
all over the place, you use those tournaments to help build your tournament experience and playing against somebody right next to you. I mean, it's the same thing. I think it's a good spot for them.
So you can actually see Hugh play at EVO
Yeah.
almost like every year, right?
Yeah.
How many years has it been?
I've been going for like 7, 8 years.
Yeah, so if you watch Hugh play at EVO, when is the next one? It's like next year, right?
It's in July.
July? Okay.
My
yeah.
birthday, actually.
Oh, well. I was
thank
about to wish
you.
you happy birthday. That didn't make any sense. Never mind. Anyway, so guys, if you're looking to kind of get involved and try it out for the first time, you can either jump into the ESL Go4 Cups on Sundays, if you just want to jump right into the action.
Yeah.
If you're looking to have a little bit more of a paced approach, you can try out the 5v5 Cups on Thursdays, which again are a bit more casual and less stressful, not streamed and
And there's
whatnot.
no like fees or anything to jump in these, right? It's just full on free and.
This sounds like an infomercial now.
No, I know. I'm just
Grouch,
trying to
is there
clar-
fees?
I'm just trying to clarify because I know we're not getting a ton of
Call
information.
now. Sorry. No, there's no fees. There's no fees.
And also, age thing is a big thing as well.
Oh, that's a really good point. So with something like the WTS, we have region restrictions because we're actually flying you out
Yep.
to an event. We have age restrictions. With the ESL Go4 Cups, completely open sign up.
Yeah.
So as long as you are from the region you're trying to play in, you could be 13 years old. As long as someone on your team has a PayPal account, I think,
I believe that's what it was.
you could play. Really
Super
open. So we're really excited to be able to provide that opportunity because I know a lot of players were looking to play in the WTS and they weren't
Just-
able to because of eligibility stuff. So this really provides people something to do.
Another outlet.
Yeah, exactly.
Another outlet for competitive.
Indeed.
Awesome.
All right, so we touched on the weekly cups. We watched an hour-and-a-half video from the tournament. We talked about the qualifiers.
Yeah.
So I guess the last thing, we got 2 more things here actually. So I want to remind you guys, we had a preview of the balance update. It's coming in hot next week, and we previewed that last Ready Up. So
Yeah, we just kind of read off some
2
of the
Fridays
stuff.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that actually is going to come out next week, I believe. So if you guys are interested in finding out what's going to happen there, make sure to check out the last episode of Ready Up, or you can probably find it on Reddit or the forums or really anywhere.
Wait a week and go on live and play.
Yeah. So interesting thing to note rather then is that this weekend's ESL Cup is the last one with the current balance patch.
It's true. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah. Last thing is, 2 weeks ago we talked about the World v. World Adopt-A-Dev video, and we talked about the experiences that we all had and how we jumped into World v. World and saw it from so many different perspectives, and we all played it in different ways. Well, our team's been putting together a video of you guys. We all kind of recorded our reactions to the World v. World tournament, And we've actually got a recap video now, which has got some big players like John Corpening, the Associate Game Director for Competitive. We've got Chris Whiteside, who you guys might recognize as the main guy kind of running the CDIs, the Collaborative Development Initiative. He's also Studio Design Director, so like your boss's boss's boss.
He's the main man.
Right. But anyways, we got a lot of great guys in there. I think I'm in there too. Great guy, me.
Great guy.
Yeah,
great
I'm awesome.
Guy. You know,
and then,
no beard though.
I think I have like 2 lines in the video actually. It's pretty.
I actually haven't seen it. This is gonna be a first one for me too.
And then you're in there a little bit.
Sure.
Little.
Just
I mean,
a tad.
yeah, you could have done better.
This is more of a spice.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna kick that video off for you right now. Hope you enjoy.
We just thought, we really want to shake things up, really want to try things out differently. We want to get out of our comfort zones, get to meet new people, get to play on different worlds and all that. So
it's really, really important to see it through players' eyes and to see how they experience things.
I named it Adopt a Dev, and that kind of caught on.
This program is so much fun.
It blew up much bigger than I could possibly have imagined. Originally we were thinking we'd have a couple dozen guilds sign up. We ended up with, I kind of lost track, around 150 or so.
It was John Corpening's initiative, and he is also very, very keen on really building that bridge with the community and making sure that we're communicating more.
I think all told, we probably had about 30 plus developers all sign up to get adopted. So I got adopted into Do More Damage.
A guild called CERN.
I was adopted by Visceral Effect.
Get of Fenris.
The guild Hordes of Denravi.
The guild called Driven by Fury.
I was adopted by Helios.
Non-verbal persuasion.
For World versus World, it is large-scale combat.
Every fight is just epic proportions.
We've had some great experiences, some really good battles.
And on how a single commander can really change the tide.
Veil 1, Veil 2, Stability 1, Stability 2, like everyone knows where they are in the rotation.
They take that Zerg and they cut pieces off of that Zerg. They cut the head off, they devour the head. They cut the tail off, they devour the tail.
It's amazing, a single player in a large group can make a difference, but how the large group has to really put their faith in that single player.
Soon enough, a group of 40 people is taking down a group of 200.
It kind of raises the sense of, being at war and the sense of battle and the military discipline.
They are just what makes World versus World a really awesome and unique experience.
The most intense moment was when we did attack on hills.
We were standing there, we were trying to defend it, and suddenly we just see come over the hill.
One side was Blackgate, one side was us, and then Jade Quarry snuck in behind us.
2 different Zergs on each side.
And we managed to come in at the point where the enemy was about to kill the Keep Lord.
Let's do this. We will die with honor and dignity and take out as many of them as we can.
And we managed to flip it with 2 seconds left on the clock.
It was intense.
You were asking me one thing that I learned.
I think I've learned a lot that we can use to improve the game experience.
It just makes me as a developer feel like what I'm doing is actually very important to other people who are out there.
Even after 2 years, still learning, still developing, still growing as a community. I can't ask for anything more being a developer on this side of a game.
And I think it's really important to build up this sort of trusting relationship with our fans.
I have to say it's been a lot of fun.
What's next?
We intend to do this again, so keep your eyes open. Look for it to come up again.
And I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, guys, we're back. I'm joined by got Grouch here.
Yep.
Thanks for joining me.
No
and
problem.
I'm Scumbag Hugh.
See, I couldn't let the beard go on the ground for that long. I just couldn't.
Doesn't look like it fits you, actually.
I got a big.
It was like the what?
I got a big head. I'm sorry. Oh,
No,
man.
it's too small.
Oh, okay.
That hair's actually been in my mouth, just so you know.
Oh God, what have I done? What have I done?
We're like beard brothers now.
Well, that's good. I'm glad we could be beard brothers. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's it. We're just gonna call it. Anything else we need to cover, Mr. Josh? Beard brother Josh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we should
Good.
cut it.
Just
Anyways, guys, thanks for Thanks for watching Ready Up episode 24. Again, I'm Grouch.
I'm Hugh. This is really gross.
And yeah, we're on every other Friday. Next week we have a new Living World episode. Help me out.
Echoes of the past.
Echoes of the Past. They're coming out. Don't blame the PvP guy. But we have Echoes of the Past coming out. So we've been on a little bit of a break with the Living World, and we're coming back in hot and ready to go.
That's right.
So if you guys jump in and check us out next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
But again, we'll be back in 2 weeks for the next episode of Ready Up. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one, guys.